again. Thanks for joining me. ShiFu Williamson of beachsideqigong.com, and thanks for subscribing. Today I'm going to be going over the Tai Chi for Health Institute warm-up set. I'm going to be doing a couple of the exercises maybe slightly differently than the Health Institute teaches them, just to give you a little more balanced challenge. Now that you've moved into Tai Chi for Arthritis Part 2, we want to keep you moving forward. And I'll point out some of the things that I've seen in my live classes that people have some issues with in this set, with which you're already familiar. So let's begin, starting with the neck. The thing I noticed the most that people have issue with in the entire warm-up set is the first exercise. The first exercise, and I'm going to get a little closer to you so you can really see. So we're going to do it standing, but I want you to really see before we go. So we start looking down, and then we bring up our head and arms as we inhale. And as we exhale, we just kind of want to bring the head back, slide it back. And then we leave it there as we inhale, and then we exhale back down. So the thing I see the most that could cause safety issues is that a lot of people, when they're doing the back part, they'll raise their chin instead of sliding back, or they'll lower their chin like that. But really, all we're doing is this, for pushing it back a little. It's called a chin tuck in physical therapy. So I wanted you to be aware of that, because that's the thing I see most people have issue with, is the very first warm-up. So let's be aware of how we're holding our head. Ideally, the chin is level with the ground. And because of that issue, I'm going to do these from the side so that you can be reminded of the head position. So settle in. Feet ideally shoulder width in what I've come to know as the Chima stance. Toes are forward. We want to feel relaxed in the knees, a lift in the pelvic floor, teeth together, tip of tongue on roof of mouth, breathing through the nose. And we remain breathing through the nose through the entire warm-up set, not really straining the breath, but using the breath to help us move. We begin by letting the hands come in front of the thighs and just looking down, relaxing the back of the neck. And as we inhale, we let the head and arms come up. When we exhale, we just tuck the chin, bringing the hands a little closer. And as we inhale, our hands drift away, the head stays in place. And on the exhale, we relax back down, no effort. Releasing the neck, we inhale, floating up with that full belly breath. Exhale, slide the head back gently as the hands come in. When we breathe in, our body naturally expands, so we just let our arms float out with that inhale. And on exhale, head and arms come back down. And we'll do one more for 3, breathing in. Feel like your arms are floating up on earthly chi. Exhale to gently reseat the head. When you breathe in again, just let your head rest in place, your soft arms expand, and on exhale, floating back down in front. Now I'll turn around and we'll follow. As we inhale, we bring up our head, hands in front of chest. As we exhale, we turn just our head, looking out towards our left behind us. Then when we breathe in, our head and hands come back to center. As we exhale, we really focus on just turning the head and looking gently behind. When we breathe in, we come back to this idea of being tall. Maybe our back against a wall as we exhale, so that we can only turn the head and neck. Gently opening the arm too. We inhale fully, deep and slow. Let all the muscles go on exhale. Gently opening to the right, only to where feels good for you. Breathe in to see how tall and centered you are as you exhale. Maybe use your eyes to look behind you and feel how that gives you more stretch. When you inhale, again, release all tension, looking forward before exhaling. For the last one, turning and looking to the right. Now inhale and come back to center. And then exhale, let your hands come down, touching the sides of the thighs to open up the shoulders with really gentle shoulder rolls. Feel into what you're doing. Feel the right shoulder compared to the left. Try to let go of all the muscle tension and just let them flow. I like to go from big circles, acknowledging the skin and the fascia and the muscles, gradually smaller and smaller to dive into the deeper structures like the bones, the space between the bones, which you really only feel, well, I only feel when I get smaller and smaller. Eventually returning to still, where it's easier to just relax. For the next shoulder opener, our palms are forward to begin. Remember, you're in charge. Don't raise your hands too high, right? It should not strain. And I'm going to sink down a little so you can see my hands as they rise. We begin with a clear picture of Qi, of energy in the room. This is how I practice. What does the Qi in the room look like? To me, it looks like healing, warm sunshine. So once I have my visual of healing Qi, I inhale and let my hands pick it up. As they rise with the breath, exhale and let that healing energy come out my hands, washing down the body from top to bottom, feeling that warm sunshine of Qi in every cell. From the side, you can see on inhale, the palms are forward. And on exhale, the palms face the body to use the energy from your own healing hands to let that heavenly Qi wash you clean. For one more time, breathing in a full life-giving breath. Breathing out, the hands are mirror image as they come down the center line of the body. And return back to the side, adjusting anything needed. Ideally, just relaxing and breathing a few slow breaths. And then moving into spinal openers, we turn our palms forward. We inhale as we bend our elbows. As we exhale, we turn palm facing palm. Relax into it. Breathe in and let your hands expand, floating out. As you exhale, let your hands come together. Keep doing that for a few breaths. And I'm going to show you, in case you don't know, right here in the center of the palm, about where your middle finger touches, is the Lao Gong point, where we emit the most energy in the human body. So we feel that difference in the center of the palms as the hands go away from each other and as they come together. I relate to it as connecting with the energy at my lower dantian, here at my belly. And then pause in the motion, but keep breathing. Don't stop breathing, please. But think about pressing between your hands, maybe like you have a beach ball. I think of it as a beach ball and I'm pressing in on that beach ball, but I'm not physically pressing. This in Tai Chi and Qigong is called moving against the resistance of Qi. And because we have energy coming from here and here, it's a pressing inward, unless we're allowing it to expand when we breathe, right? So here with this idea of pressing on Qi, we inhale and hold a ball with the right hand on top. I'll be like a mirror image. Now just relax here and let's go over the posture first. Your top elbow should be hanging down, not up here, hanging down so your shoulders relaxed. We keep the Lao Gong points facing in the center of the body. I like to think of it as I'm holding a ball or holding the earth, holding the world, as this practice is sometimes taught in Qigong. And notice the space. Everything should feel round and open. This is about a hand's distance from your body, and there's space under the armpits. It's round. So we'll practice together with this idea of pressing on Qi, feeling that resistance, or maybe the idea of sending your energy from your hands into the world in your hands. Let's think of it that way today. Imagine you're holding your world, your earth, with good posture and alignment, breathing deep and slow, no tension. Inhale to center yourself. Exhale and let your body come with you to the left corner of your space. Then as you inhale, turn your world in your hand. Left hand comes on top. As you exhale, carry your world with you to the right corner of your space, top elbow pointing down. On inhale, just let your hands gloss over your beautiful world. As you exhale, carry it with you through your cosmos, through time and space, towards your left, only to comfort. Breathe in and allow your powerful breath in to turn your world. And as you exhale, see that all your love and energy goes into your world in your hands. Pressing on Qi as we inhale, turning your world in your loving hands. Exhale, turn your body with good posture, eyes on the horizon. You can feel the Qi in your hands without looking. Inhale to rotate slow, relaxed. It's delicate, your world. As you exhale and see your energy go into it, your energy is reaching all the people, the plants, the animals, including you. For one more time, inhale, relax. As you turn your world, exhale, come to center, and just pause in rotation. Let go of any tension. I'm going to slide down so you can see my hands moving into the next posture. Where now we stretch the spine up and down. As we inhale, we separate our palms up and down. And as we exhale, the right one goes up, the left one goes down. As we inhale, the hands scoop towards each other, come together at your loving heart. And as we exhale, then the left hand goes up, the right hand goes down, only to comfort, elbows relaxed. Inhale, scooping up heavenly and earthly Qi. And then exhale to expand it out again, envisioning lifting your spine above. Stay relaxed as you inhale, hands floating together. And if your arms don't go up so high, it's fine to take them forward more. But still envision lifting spine, hands come towards each other, and then last one with good posture. We exhale the right hand up, left hand down. Gathering in heavenly and earthly Qi, the hands come together in a ball. And then on exhale, we rotate our hands, turn them palms down, and softly bring the hands down beside us. Where once more we relax, let go of any tension. And now we begin to work on the lower body joints and balance as well. I'm going to show you from all the different angles so that it's easy for you to follow along and see it all. I'm going to begin with my back to you, just as though you were in a class, and then I'll turn around to different angles so you can see all of what we're doing in these exercises. So we begin relaxed, good posture, rooting into the left leg. Once we're stable there, and it helps to look at something straight and tall, not moving, like a post or a tree or maybe a picture frame or a corner of a wall. Then, once we're rooted down into the left leg, we pick up the right foot and take it forward with the hands going back like a counterbalance. Hands and foot meet in the middle, and then the toe goes back as the hands float up. And then it comes to center. And I'm going to turn to the side to do the next one so you can see the whole angle. Now, if you need more challenge, don't touch your heel down in front, let it hover. And then hands and foot to center, either touching or hovering. And then foot behind, either touching or hovering. And then back to the front. And then from the front, you can see that standing on my left leg, my right foot goes forward, and we can even bring the foot up high if balance is good. But we need to stay relaxed. It's more important than raising the foot high to be able to put it down softly at shoulder width. And then stand confidently on your right leg. And I'll turn around so we're going the same way now that you've seen it all. Standing on the right leg, take your left foot in front, either heel touching or hovering, hands behind. Toe in the center to touch or hover, and then toe behind to touch or hover. Relaxing all the muscles, foot forward, hands back. They meet in the center, and then the foot goes back as the hands rise. Minimal muscle once more, either touching or hovering in the center with the foot going forward. It's either the heel touching or hovering. And then back to middle, it's the toe. And then it's the toe behind. And again, it's more important to be able to float the foot down than to raise it high. Moving on to the next ones, we center on the left leg with a little counterbalance. We relax the right butt cheek as we step out to the side lightly, and then float the right foot to the ground gently. We let it have our weight. And then once we're comfy there, rooted into right leg, relax the left leg and let it step out to the side. And again, touch it with no weight. Gradually transfer weight. So this one I know you see better from behind. So if you need a little more balance challenge, don't touch your foot. Just hover it out while relaxing that right glute. Bring your foot down softly to the ground and then root into the right leg to let the left hip open, relaxing the left butt cheek. And then float that foot down, feeling the ground, and then feeling the weight pour into your stable left leg so the right hip can open to the side and touch down lightly. Remember, it's better to touch down lightly than to have the foot in the air as we extend the left hip to the side to allow it to open, and then back into center. Once the foot's flat, center weight, let the hands come down. If any tension built up, relax, release it. And now we move into the knee openers. And I'm going to do that from the side first so you can really see what I'm doing. And hopefully you can see my feet as well. So we begin in shoulder width. Good posture, hands resting on hip, standing comfortably on the left leg. Because we're trying to open the knee, It's best to really bend that right knee as you take it out and float the heel down softly. Once the foot's connected fully, then give your right foot some weight, extending the left fist. And then we bring the weight all centered on the left foot. Once we feel stable, it's best to really bend that knee with no weight and then float it to the ground softly. Confidently, we stand on the right leg. Once there, we gently stretch out that heel, floating it to the ground. The whole foot goes flat. As we shift weight forward, we don't lean the spine. The head stays directly over the tailbone, over the right foot. And once stable, then bending the left knee to let it float down gently. So again, standing on the left foot, relax, root down, pick up the right foot. You don't have to make it this big and slow if that's hard for you, but this gives you a little more challenge. Once the foot is down, then shift weight without leaning. Don't lock the elbow. Keep the rear heel connected because the foot comes to take our weight immediately to allow the right empty yin foot to float down. At center again, rooting into it, we pick up the left foot, bending the knee to help it open with no weight. When I reach out with my heel to float it down, it helps to extend my balance powers. And then shift weight without leaning. The rear heel stays connected, centering on the right foot. Right away, we can float down the left foot gently at shoulder width. And then once from behind, standing on the left foot, step out with the right foot floating to the ground softly. Once that foot's flat, stay tall and shift weight forward, extending, punch the wall, but don't go through. Shift the weight back to the left foot and let the right foot come in as softly as you can at shoulder width. Last one. You got this. Stand on right leg. Easy. Pick up the left foot for a little floaty step. Heel touching lightly, roll the foot flat. Once you feel it flat, give it some weight, extending without leaning. And then shift weight back, bring the fist onto the hip, root down to let the left foot float into center weight. Now get stable on your left foot and we'll change it. Extend the right foot and left fist together. So in the past, maybe you've touched the heel. Don't touch the heel, hover it, and bring the foot and fist back in harmony. Once the foot's flat, then put weight on it. Feel comfy there. To extend your left foot without locking the knee while the right foot fist extends. They move in harmony. Back to center, float that foot down, relax. So easy to hold you up, left leg, thank you for that. Right foot and left fist extending in harmony, either touching heel down or a little kick, and then they come back in, foot and fist together. Rooting into the right leg. Don't let your posture sink, lift up, and then extend. Left foot and right fist is one. Drawing them back in. Really think about floating the foot, feeling the ground, and then center weight. Let's do one more. I think we have one more on each side. So easy to extend. And if it's right for you to bring the foot higher, go for it. I can't touch the wall. And then bring the foot down slightly. Stand on it for the last one. You got this. Left foot and right fist moving in harmony, balancing yin and yang as they float in together as one. And then center weight between feet. Release all tension if you allowed any into the mind body, maybe shaking out if needed. At this point, I like to cover hands over lower dantian. And notice if I'm still belly breathing or not. I can feel it best here. And with a light touch, it reminds me to keep breathing, relaxed and deep as we go through our ankle openers. So first we root into the right leg. Once we feel stable, then the left toe comes up, and then down. So we're really just relaxing the ankle as we lift and lower the heel and then the toe. Allowing that ankle joint to open, feeling it open is key. Anyone can make this motion, but to feel into it is different. Now, because your balance is improved, go right into turning the ankle in and out. I hold my thigh so that I notice if I'm using my hip or knee. If that area is moving, I'm not using my ankle. So I want to touch the entire outside of the foot, pick it up and touch the entire inside, not rolling the foot. Picking it up off the ground each time makes a huge difference in strengthening the stabilizer muscles. And then once that left ankle's open, bring it back into shoulder width lightly. Once it's on the ground, center weight, relax, root down to open right ankle, toe up and down a few times. Does it feel different than the left one? Chances are it does. Tune into how it feels. Toe up and down a few times, and then turning the foot in and out. And it's okay if it doesn't turn very far. The more you relax into it, the farther it will open. It makes sense that the more you relax, the more it will let go, doesn't it? Yeah. So not rolling the foot, but turning it in and out, picking it up off the ground a few times, feeling that range of motion and the difference or similarity between each ankle. And then put the foot down lightly. Come to center, and once more with a few slow, relaxed breaths, just let go of all tension. And then open and close your hands a little in fists. Take some bigger steps. Shake it off if any tension came in. And then you're ready and warmed up to go through your Tai Chi form with all the joints open and ready to go. Aware of what your balance is today so that you don't go too far in your form, because we know every day is different. Thanks for joining me. I hope it was useful. I'm so glad you're here. This is exciting.